I am recovering from the sick, but today I present the guy that needs a little bit of tender loving care. A badge is starting to come up. So if we look on the back here, we've got a CGA with the lovely composite artifact out. I love the composite artifact out mode. Serial, parallel, external floppy drive controller, which I've never got to work. I have an external floppy drive from my PS2, and I don't know how to use it. I've got a couple of these guys, so yeah, let's flip her. Let's get her going. We are missing some rubber feet in the keyboard, and you can see these actually have rubber feet instead of the cork feet that the PCXT would have. And I have a really hard time opening this with one hand. Huh. Yeah, that feels a little sloppy. I haven't used this one in a while. I'm sure the keyboard needs a thorough cleaning. What? Well, now it sounds like it's booting. My camera's not picking it up, but it has an incredibly sharp display. Yeah, again, now you can see how sharp the display is. It's awesome. Really, really sharp. And that can be the most important thing in something like this is the display good? And yes, it is. I'm going to go hook an external monitor up to here and see if we can get some CGA games going. I know I'm wasting your time, but I'd like to show you this. So, this TV is built-in composite, which seems kind of odd for its age. And this is how you switch it to composite. You have to pull this front panel off. That's also how you tune the channels. It's actually kind of annoying if you want to do it quickly, but, you know, got this for $5, and I think it's pretty cool. It still has this piece, because, you know, if somebody was not taking care of it, this would have got lost. Really? You gonna do that? Really? So apparently the disk drives are a little intermediate, because, I'm getting read errors that I wasn't getting a second ago. I've already ran these executables. What? I'm gonna put a cleaning diskette in here. While it's reading again. No, yeah, Hopper. I remember the keyboard working. Ah! Alright, either my floppy disk self-destructed or my drive self-destructed. Let's figure out what is self-destructing here. Abort. Well, now we can get to that. Everything looks great here, but the color demodulation doesn't seem to be working on the CGA card. So I'm going to pull this guy apart and see if maybe it's set to run at the wrong frequency because there is an adjustment on the motherboard. This is what the motherboard of one of these guys looks like, and this is the color, the chroma frequency adjust right here. It's pretty much the exact same as a PCXT motherboard, and this one's down and out because one of these two capacitors over here shorted. Okay, I don't know if this is my fault or not, because I've been sitting this thing for a couple of years, but it's only got 3 screws. You can probably go to the hardware store and find a replacement or something. They are a little bit different than standard computer screws. I actually forgot how great this thing looks with the cover off. Just something about that. It has such an industrial look to it. I love it. If you ever want to hook up a Model FXT, this is where it would go. This is literally a PCXT motherboard like you'd see over there. Just adapted to be portable. It's actually pretty cool. Here's the inside. Here's our color modulation frequency control. And this is a 256K board, but if you have the RAM chips, you can actually... Oh, there's your RAM card. If you had the RAM chips, you could make this thing a 640K just off the internal. You'd need one of these memory address chips. And which I have one, I'm pretty sure, has a bad memory addressing chip because it started getting RAM errors, and then it was only detecting 256K of RAM when it's a 640K unit. But yeah, I actually have a couple books on these things that tell you how to modify them to take the 256K boards to 640K. So I guess if you want a socket and a modulator chip, I'm only gonna really need one. So that's up for. I'll throw that in the box if you want it. Black and white image. Nervous one left-handed control usage. Okay. I think I got that right, but I'm not sure. But you know where the control is, and you know your way around stuff, so I'll leave you to fine-tune that yourself if you take it.